I'm getting tired of seeing Kostyuk, to be honest. She's on my shit list.
Oh,
wow.
Why?
What did she do to you, Chris?
I think what tipped me over the edge is her dancing on court when she was playing Swiatek. Swiatek goes for a change of clothes and she's dancing. Fuck off. Just
doesn't take much to.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. But then I understand.
Because Sabalenka was doing it.
No, well, yeah, well, she's already on my shit list. I mean, that's permanent. You know, she's not getting that ticked off or erased. But the whole war as well, and with Ukraine, her and the other Ukrainian player, Olynykova, I can't pronounce her name, but every time they go on the press conference, they're talking about the war, and obviously it's terrible. I understand it hits close to home for them, but just you're here to play tennis. They're always talking about it, and we know obviously it's unimaginable how difficult it is to what they're going through, but see why they need to constantly bring it up when they're there to play tennis, and especially with the comments from Olynykova as well. You know, calling out other players as well who have played in Russian tournaments and exhibitions. And I think it was Schneider who she had to play. It's just, it's getting out of hand. So we all know it's bad. We all know it's terrible. Why are you talking about it? It's not a platform.
I think it highlights that there's more to life than tennis. There are more important things, and this is their job. And what other way do they have? And I saw the Kostyuk statements about how it's been going on for so long, and people just kind of forget as time goes on. It's so easy to forget. So I think people need a reminder, you know, in that as well. There's a reason why a lot of those players from Russia still don't have their flag displayed. I think, yeah, it can be overlooked and forgotten. And, you know, there's a bit of a reminder. I get it can be, I don't know what the correct word would be, frustrating for things to be kept being brought up. But there's more important things than tennis. And I think that's what they're trying to say.
I get the whole reminder part, but I think it goes beyond reminding when it's just constant every time. And Kostyuk's gone out of her way to go on different podcasts and say, to a certain extent, that she'd go and harm people from Russia. Like she'd physically hurt them. So I don't know. That speaks volumes in itself. I mean, I could understand your anger and, you know, disdain for a country for what they've done to yours, but to go out and say, I want to hurt, or I would hurt people from that country, whether they are in alliance with what their country has done, you need to have a bit more broader perspective than what she's saying. So it's just constant with her. So I don't like her.
I think that's another conversation to have with the politics of the war and what's going on. But yeah.
In fairness to Marta, she gets asked a lot of questions by the journalist and then she's forced to comment on it, and then there's headlines. I kind of understand there is. And a lot of the questions come about the Russian players, which I think that's where I get a little put off, where she's having a crack at the Russian players for not standing up and saying more stuff against their own country. It's kind of like, well,
self-preservation, obviously.
They can't really do that.
Yeah.
You do that in China, you do that in Russia. It's not good. So yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, Chris, but at the same time, I think she feels like it's her platform to remind people about what's still going on over there.
Yeah.
But you're entitled to your opinion.